Welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How has your weekend? Okay, it's weekend already. It's Friday. How is your day going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you for coming, ma. Yeah, Didi on cards. Good afternoon or good evening from here. Sorry, it's past 4 p.m. already. Welcome. Thank you so much, Didi on court. I appreciate you. Okay. He said, make these teas available for purchase. Yeah, someone already suggested it, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a good few designs out, and then I'll let you guys know. I'm working on that already. Thank you. They're busy like no man's business. Oh, I understand. Work, work, work. Well done. More grace to you, ma'am. Hey, GKH Foundation. Hola. Oh my God. No scorpion today. No scorpion today. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I need to give you guys welcome Chieke TV. Woo! Welcome, welcome, Chieke TV. Thank you so much for coming. Ahmed Party, good to have you. Yes, I need you because I want you. You're the only one for me. I'm coming home and after the party. Yeah, good to have you. Welcome, everyone. Happy weekend to you all. You always come to me. Peace of mind. Peace of mind is what we want. I can't dance much. Please give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Welcome, everyone. It's really a pleasure, delight to have you join me this evening. Thank you so much. Didi Uncle, Chieke TV, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for joining me this evening as we're going to be discussing something that has been a problem. Like it's something that has worried me, and I know it bothers some other persons here as well. And that is why marriages in diaspora fail so easily. Why is it so easy for marriages in diaspora to fall apart? Most oftentimes, hey, Mommy Ifechi, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome, 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 everyone. Being a carer with case. Thank you so much, Cornelius. Welcome, Juba. Welcome. Most times, you see marriages that are intact and doing so well back home. You know, back home in Africa, and then suddenly, especially in Africa, suddenly when the couple decides that, okay, it's time for us to relocate and look for a greener pasture, things, as soon as they leave, some marriages don't even survive the first 1 year abroad. And others, give it a couple of months, it begins to fall apart. Princess Beyond Passion, welcome. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, guys. Hey, guys, don't forget to thumbs up, okay? Thumbs up and share. Let's have more people in here. Engineer Nnas Corner, welcome, sir. Woo! Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight, sir. Thank you so much. Welcome. I welcome every one of you. Thank you. Like I was saying, today we're going to be discussing why marriages in diaspora, marriages abroad fall apart. And we see these things is becoming common. Like it's a daily thing. We hear horrible news coming from, different parts of the world. and we wonder what's going on back home. We know things like this happen back home, but the rate at which it happens in diaspora now calls for concern. It calls for concern because we are looking at young couples, both young and old. The old ones have mastered the rope already, but you see the young ones who are looking for greener pastures don't even, should I say, don't value marriage, or we're looking at those factors that, you know, militate against marriage, those factors that are working against marriages and abroad, that makes it so easy for marriages to fall apart. Why is it happening? That is what we'll be discussing today. And I have amazing people in the house. Yeah, GK's Foundation said blessings and salutations to all in the house. Yeah, greetings everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am fine, guys. And how is your weekend going already? It's Friday. It's Friday night. Yeah, I know it might be afternoons in some other places, but it's evening here already. So I say happy weekend to every one of you. I hope you make this weekend count as well. Welcome. So Mrs. Ann Space, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. JKTV, welcome, welcome, welcome. Princess Beyond Passion, I appreciate you. Thanks, everyone. As we begin to look into the discussion, I'll be dropping the link because I have some persons who will be talking to us today from their well of wisdom. They will be dropping amazing tips for us and advice and counsel for us. They're going to be talking to us on why those things happen and ways to salvage marriages abroad. How do we save homes, especially young marriages? Look, not too long, there was the news of a man in the United States of America who deleted, I don't want to use the word DIE, who deleted his wife and went ahead and do so to himself. So yeah, welcome, Princess Beyond Passion. Welcome. Good to have you, ma'am. Good to have you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Yeah. So this man wasted the life of his wife, and he, equally, shot himself. And this is not the first time. It keeps happening across so many tribes, especially African couples who have left in search of a greener pasture. It is either they do to their wives and do to themselves, or the wife do to them or do to themselves. And we hear horrible stories as well, painful and heartbreaking stories of women sending their husbands out of the house and denying them the right to their children. So this is what we'll be discussing, and we have Princess Beyond Passion. She will be discussing with us, helping us to analyze this and giving her counsel as well. And we have Ifechi here. Oh, a seasoned marriage counselor. I'm a baby when it comes to this woman. Trust me, guys. I am a baby when it comes to her. She is full of wisdom, and she will be dropping. She's an in fact, she's been in marriage for as long as, in fact, so many people, some of us have not been born as of the time she got into this. So she knows the game and she has mastered the rope, and she's going to be giving us wise counsel here as well, like Princess Beyond Passion. So these two amazing people and any other person who will be joining the chat, you are all welcome. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Princess. We've just been on your live now, and then we are here together again. I'm so happy.
Well done.
Yeah,
well
I'm
done.
so happy.
Well
we
done.
can't talk enough. We can't talk enough about marriage. So anywhere, anyhow, let us be talking. We can never talk enough, honestly. Yeah.
Yes. It's time to create awareness, like as much as we can. We can't just hold our hands and then watch things, keep falling apart, and we claim that, when it happens, we are quick to share them all over social media and say, oh, what is happening? But what efforts are we putting in place? What are we doing? Are we playing our part as being a brother's keeper? Are we doing our best to help so many out there as well? So this is the essence. This is why we are coming from Princess Beyond Passion. Mommy Fechi has been going around, like, giving her counsel. Like, this is just so amazing. Thank you so much, ma. Well done, Princess Beyond Passion, ma. Welcome. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're looking gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Anna, bye. Welcome, Anna, by Mental Health Awareness Channel. Oh, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Anna by Official, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. Please give a thumbs up and share out. Let's have more people. You never can tell, like I always say, who needs this video, who might be watching. Someone who's, one of these words will touch and it will save his or her marriage. So that is why we are here. So share, please, if you can. Let's have Mommy Fechi and Princess Beyond Passion, open the floor for us.
All right.
Princess, go on.
Okay, let me share my baby tips.
No tip is baby. We all learn from each other. No tip is baby.
All right. Why do marriages end abroad, right?
Yeah, so easily. Like
So
divorce
easily.
it's as easy as going to the market and coming back now.
Yes.
Thank you for the share. Welcome, Joseph Connor. Thank you. Welcome.
Anyway,
Thanks for the share.
What I'll start with is this. There are different cultures all over the world, in different societies. And so I'll take it from home. Say there's a marriage from home and the couple travel abroad. Now we know that the culture they are coming from is different from the culture they are going to meet abroad. So when they get there, they meet a different
cultural factor.
Yes. So that's cultural factor. They meet a different culture. And both of them is like taking a couple, put them into an ocean, and then they begin to swim. Right? They meet a different culture. They are trying to adapt, and at the same time, they are trying to survive in that society. Right? So the culture that they have, they're already grounded with, that they're coming with, sometimes conflicts with the culture they are going to meet. So they're having the trouble of trying to adapt to this new culture, one, and trying to also survive at the same time. Like they have to look for jobs. If they have children, they have to take care of their children. They have to. So in the process of doing all of these things, some couples are not patient enough to allow their partners to adapt to the cultures, different culture. Now, they are not patient enough to allow their partners to adapt to the new culture in their own way. Don't forget that human beings learn at different paces. We're not all learning at the same pace. Some of us are slow learners. Some people are fast learners, right? So because of this, because of the clash, it creates a lot of arguments in the house, a lot of heated arguments, a lot of tension, a lot of stress. And not everybody is able to take this stress. Not everybody is able to take the tension when it's so heated up in the home. This is one of the reasons they just see divorce as an option, which is not supposed to be in marriage. Because when you're going into marriage, I usually say that when you are going into marriage, with the experience I have now, do not see divorce as an option. Do not see divorce as an option. If you're ready to get into marriage, get into marriage. Yes.
First option.
Don't see
because there are other options.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are other options. So don't take divorce as the first option. There are many ways to kill a rat. There are many solutions to one problem. There are many solutions to one challenge. So it's a matter of sitting down and, like Lady Fechi is always saying, communication is the first thing. Sit down, talk about this thing, talk about your challenges, talk about the things that you're looking that are creating stress for you. Talk about the places you are finding difficult to adapt into this new culture. talk about all these things. And I can give you one or two examples. For example, people who come abroad with their children, you suddenly discover that you're all alone abroad.
Mm.
You don't have relations that will come and help you, how we do now back in Africa, where you have relations, you have
Yeah.
family. Yeah, maybe some cousin somewhere will send you their child or something, or you can easily employ domestic staff to take care of your children and all that. But now you are abroad, you have children, you suddenly, there's no how one person has to work and the other one has to look after the children. So
Mm.
it then creates a lot of stress, burden on the one that is working, the one that is able to work. So it's now one person doing the job of maybe two people, that the job that two
Mm.
people would have shared, and pulling income together to help them carry on whatever responsibilities they want to do. Is now one person. So there is a lot of tension there, leaving the
Mm.
responsibility to one person so that the other one can be taking care of the kid or the kids, or
Yeah.
alternate. Alternating is a solution to such a thing. If you see that maybe most of the time is the man who is always working, and then the woman is at home taking care of the children because nobody to take care of the children anywhere, right?
Mm.
If the woman decides to work, you're going to work and you're going to see that you're going to pay nanny, a nanny who's taking care of your kids, the whole of the money, almost everything. So it's better most of the time to sit down and take care of the children yourself, all right? So
Mm.
the tension is on the man to work and bring home income. And then the woman is also tensed back home. She is taking care of the kid and she's doing, home chores and all of that stuff. Now, because of the tension on the two sides, arguments ensue all the time. And because there's lack of good communication, you are
Mm.
not able to sit down and iron out, find other solutions. Are you going to start a YouTube channel, which is what I always advise? Start something, even if it's just take walks and post the video there. Start something, be doing something. You understand?
Mm.
It will ease that tension. It will ease it off. That's, I don't know how
Yeah.
many points I've given, but I'm just bringing them
I
the way
think
they
you have talked about stress. You have also talked about cultural factor and then
Yes,
stress, work as well. Let me welcome
yes,
some
and
persons here.
communication.
Sorry,
Yes.
please. Welcome, Inspire with Ella. Thank you so much for coming. I see you, Queen. Josie's Corner. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much. Miss Judy. Thank you so much, Miss Judy Kenya. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you joining the stream here. And Time Out with Fanny. Welcome, Queen. I appreciate you. Please, guys, kindly thumbs up and share out. Let's have more people here. We are discussing on why marriages in diaspora are falling apart so easily. We know marriages fail back home, but the one of diaspora is like going to the market, you come back, and the next thing you said, I'm out, I'm done. I don't want it anymore. So why is it so easy for marriages to fall apart? And we have Princess Beyond Passion here. She's a content creator, an amazing woman, wife, and also an inspiration. Like if you go to her channel, guys, she inspires you to keep fit and inspires you to be, to take care of your health as well. It's not just enough to be a wife, but being a wife doesn't limit you from looking good and taking care of yourself as well. So she is giving her tips now. So in case you're just joining and you're wondering what we're discussing, yeah, she has been talking to us about some of the factors militating against marriages abroad. So welcome, guys. Yeah, you have mentioned all these, I think these three, yes.
Yes. Okay. So the next one I'm going to talk about is women from back home, women from Africa, for example. Uh, I wouldn't say they don't have rights, as much right as the men, but we all know
Mm,
how it is.
mm,
So when you bring such a woman into where we live, for example, Suddenly she realizes that, oh, she has a lot of rights.
Mm.
She has, oh, so, oh, she then realizes that, oh, things are working here. The law is the law here. The law works
Mm.
here. So if you do what you used to do to her back home, that she would ordinarily take and just go walk
Mm-hmm.
off and say, oh, society does not even care whether she goes to report or not. If she even dares to go report, the police people will even turn against her and start calling her names,
Yes.
all that.
I have seen that happen back home. A woman going to report that the husband is abusing her, and the female inspectors there were, you need to see what they were telling. They so embarrassed her, like she
Yeah.
should be ashamed of herself. So she wants to lock her husband up. She was complaining, and they didn't even want to take her statement. It
Yeah.
was so embarrassing. A woman being abused. And they say, yeah, these are the kind of woke wives. Your eyes don't tear. You want to come and lock your husband up. Shame on you.
Yeah.
And imagine that. So
Yes.
that is something
Yes.
serious.
So that happens back home. Imagine
Mm.
taking such a wife, bringing such a wife here, and then wanting to continue to abuse her. And then she now realizes that, oh no, come, oh, you can't do what you're doing to me over there. I'll teach you a
Mm.
lesson. Because the man
Mm.
wouldn't even know that she she is aware. She is aware once she
Yeah.
comes into this place and she begins to mix up, they'll begin to teach her. She will learn fast. So if you start abusing such a person and she goes to the law,
Mm.
you can already see that there is disintegration already. Disintegration is
But
already
but
happening.
Princess Beyond Passion, sorry, I'm not cutting you short. I want to ask. A lot of women are taking advantage of this freedom, of this right. They are taking advantage. Things that you should, I mean, ordinarily sort out with your husband, you run to the authority. Things that, okay, I am not citing abuse here, okay, but there are little things that, okay, you can work out. But because these rights are there for us, it's so easy for women to just say, don't shout at me, you are traumatizing me, or this is emotional abuse, and then they go to
Yes.
the authority, because there
That
all forms of abuse is recognized. So even be
yes.
it emotional, or if a man wants you in the other room and you don't want it, and the man is trying to, he say, I can get you arrested, like you're trying to force yourself on
Yes.
me. This
Yes.
is why this is happening. That is very true.
Yes, it's happening. And let me answer that question. It's because of what I said earlier on. You suddenly realize that you have so much right.
Hmm.
And you know your mind, I know my mind, I don't know the next person's mind. Some people abuse that privilege, or is it right? Abuse the right. Some people
Yes.
manipulate, some people are manipulative. I have seen, not I have seen, I have cases like that where
Yes.
these people are here and they know that you can't lift a finger against the woman, and
Yeah.
things begin to happen, arguments begin to happen, and then she suddenly starts screaming. She suddenly starts screaming and she runs out and
Hmm.
starts screaming that she was being, beaten. And
Yeah.
the security men came in, and what happened? Oh, he beat me, oh, he slapped me, oh, and they just took the man away without
Without any evidence, no
verifying
question.
if it is true or not. Yes,
Hmm.
there's an argument already. Yes, there no doubt about that. But it had not escalated to the extent of him lifting his hand against his wife. But the wife
Ah.
told them that he had already slapped her and they took the man away. And right now, the
Yeah.
man has lost the rights. They are separated, they are divorced, and the man does not have, they don't have, I think they have shared custody. Yes. The children visit, the man and the children, they see twice in a month, 2 weekends a
Yeah.
month, right? So that is what happens when suddenly you bring someone from the village and bring the person to the city, and then all of a
Mm.
sudden the person's eyes open. And if it's someone who is already manipulative, so there's something somewhere, the thing will come up. You get,
Yes.
the thing will come up in that person, and then the
Hmm.
person will begin to use the law against the husband,
Against the
which is
partner.
very
Hmm.
bad.
Wow.
Which
Wow.
is very
Thank you
bad.
so much. Let's hear from Mommy Ifechi, but then we'll come back to you briefly.
Mm.
Mama. Mama the mama. Mommy Ifechi.
Oh my God.
Mommy Ifechi,
You
come
know,
and adopt me now. Come and adopt me. I'm a
And
good
she's going to
girl.
adopt
eh,
all of us. She will
eh,
adopt all of
Ad-
us.
all apart.
Wait, now
I
I
I
requested
want,
for the adoption first.
Ah,
yeah,
I requested for the adoption.
I'm
I
standing
want,
behind you.
I want all of you. You know, I always, each time I see ladies like yourselves, I don't know your ages, but I know I have my sons are in their 30s and the last one is in his 20s. Each time I see ladies in their 30s, I'm like, if I had a daughter, that's how big the daughter will be.
You see
We'll
why
be
you
like
need to adopt
princess.
me now. You don't need to worry if you have. Don't worry. We'll just
I've
sign the
already
document
adopted.
without
I've
signing.
already adopted you. You're welcome. You're welcome to
Thank
me.
you.
And
Let me welcome
just,
some person before
I have
we
so
go
many
on so that
daughters.
I don't interrupt
You
you.
have daughters, you have
That's okay.
sisters.
Yeah, this
Rose
topic is very
Ehujo.
okay. Sorry.
Welcome, Rose Ehujo. Thank you so much for coming. Unique Grace, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the share as well. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Mental health awareness. I appreciate you. So this is Mommy Ifechi. Please, guys, if you don't have her and you are a young wife, I don't know what you're doing on YT. If you don't have her and listen to her wise counsel, believe me, I don't know what. If at all you should have anybody that will counsel you, me, I'm a baby. You see this woman, please go and check out her channel. Check out her channel and hug her. Please. You will be inspired. She has a lot of wise, as in wisdom packed in her channel. Please, after this stream, go and check her out and you'll be glad you did. Please. Mommy Fechi, thank you so much for honoring my invitation. Welcome. I
Thank
appreciate you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you, everyone. Yeah,
Inspire
just
with
for
Ella. Please click on the link again. You fell off. I don't know what happened. Click on it again, okay? Okay, ma.
yes, for clarity, I've lived in UK more than I've lived in Nigeria. I came to UK when I was in my 20s. Just had my first son
Wow.
at the time, so I had the rest here. So I will have a lot of experience about what marriages is, what has been happening in marriages in the UK. We have about 3 cases that we have been supporting, and one of them is actually in prison at the moment. I'll come to that one. But where I want to start, this marriage is breaking up in the UK. Yes, people come here, ladies come here, they think, oh, we have freedom now. That's one thing. But another
Yeah.
thing I've noticed that actually causes some of this problem is 2 ways: the man and the woman. One of the cases we've dealt with, and which is still on, is that this man, some men, when they come here, they have to marry either the people from here or do commitment with them to get their papers. And then when they've already married at home, they do that for their papers. And when their wives now comes, they will now whatever. So, but this particular issue, the wife came, but he still continued that other relationship. That okay. Yeah, that actually caused, okay, yeah. Okay, anyway, so that caused a problem for him. And yeah, I think I'll rephrase it for purposes of this YouTube. I'll rephrase it. So anyway, so that was a problem, having relationship outside the marriage. Yeah, let me put it that way. Having relationship outside the
Yeah.
marriage is actually a major cause of a problem, where the person is still married to the wife and then having extramarital affairs that has caused a big issue. And because the woman knows their rights, because they are now in this country, she now capitalized on it. And one instance, something similar to what Princess says, was the woman crying wolf, oh, he's beating me, he's done that. Actually, there were children involved. And these children were the ones that safeguarded their father. When the police people came, the children were old enough to speak. So they said to the police people, no, 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 mommy is telling lies. Daddy did not touch her. That was how this man was saved. Now, what kind of children are you raising? What kind of children are you raising up? In front of the children, you are telling the police people that your husband was hitting you when it was not the case. If anything, she was the one that is even, but she just wants police to get involved so that the husband can get out, so she can now have all the liberty. Because when you are on your own, they give you certain money or certain benefits. So people are thinking about money more than their relationship. You know, so that's major issue that we're having here. People are capitalizing on that because once the man is out and all there, everything will be catered for and all the rest of it. So it's about material things more than even thinking about that marriage and so on.
So is it a government support for the children?
Yes.
Even does some countries pay money depending on the number of children you have. So once they had 4 or 5 children, they kick the man out and begin to enjoy all the benefits alone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the major ones. Then the other one that I talked about, being in prison, I mean, he won't watch your life, so he wouldn't understand, but he won't mind because he uses his case as study for people to know what went on so that they don't get into that similar situation. Again, it's a case of wrong accusation of the wife. Now, how can you, somebody who married you and brought you over from Nigeria to here, now you have put him inside, here they call it inside. You put him inside and you're relaxing and you're enjoying the house.
How are you going to sleep at night?
Oh, she does.
Knowing that this
is
a
lot of our men,
somebody else.
A lot of our men are languishing behind.
Yes.
Because their wife sent them there.
Yes.
A lot.
And they're just walking around, they're happy. I don't know what kind of human beings these people are. Because of what? Because of money, material things. So that's a big problem. And then it trickles down to the children. It affects the children. And these are the children that will tomorrow become husbands and wives. What they have seen is what they're going to. And that's why the society, why all the problem we are having. Yesterday, I was about to say something else that is happening in this country. I don't know about other Europe. But here in UK, when children start school, it was a first shock I got when my children started school. In their register, the next of kin is mom, never dad. It's always
in Brazil, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I never feel anything with my father's name. It is always my mother. Because that's what the law wants.
Yeah, but because the woman has the law. I mean, the law is backing the woman.
Hey.
A lot of rights. Children. I didn't find anything putting my father's name. It's always my mother. And my father is alive, and my mother is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That shows you that is the beginning of the problem. And if they do anything in school and they need to call parents, we'll call your mom. It's always mom. How about dads? How about fathers? That's why some men in diaspora, because of that, they feel that they are nothing. And that aggression, sometimes they take it out on their wife, and that causes them even more problem. Because once you raise your hand or even your voice, you are in trouble. So marriage here, and people will come over, instead of listening to people that will help them, they are listening to other people that will tell them, this is how you do it. You don't take any nonsense from him. And they
will listen to peers instead of listening to...
You see what you said now? You see what you are saying now, Mami Fechi, in the comments. Yeah. Welcome, Inspire with Ella. Thank you so much for joining. Please be patient with us, okay? Pepi, I see you, Pepi. Cheke, welcome. Oyoyo Sword, thank you so much for joining. Let me read what being a carer with care says. Say, imagine that I have seen a woman on Facebook do that to her husband. And the little son was saying, Mom, you are lying. Daddy's not hitting you.
Okay.
Oh,
You see?
and
You see?
mental health awareness said, right now, my 3 small cousins have extra benefits because they are being raised alone. A
You
lot
see?
of people will do such for privileges. Oh, God.
See? You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people don't realize that children are old enough to speak. Yes. Children, will just say, and it brings a resentment from the children to either parent that is doing this. And it causes a lot of so much destabilization in the families, because those children, they go to school, they are put on a special this because they are mentally, they don't even know whether they're going or coming because of the issues at home and because of all the lies mom has been telling, or vice versa. Can be the other way around, but most of the time it's the women that are doing these things. And they even tell the children sometimes to lie, and that messes the children's
That one
mental health
is
up.
so absurd. They
Yes, they
mess
do
up
that to the
children.
children, to lie.
It's hurting me as you're saying this. It's breaking my heart because
They mess up
I
the
have seen a
children.
lot of videos. It's so
I've seen
bad.
instances. I have raw cases. No, when you see things in the video, you think, oh, it doesn't happen. But I have instances where this is happening right now.
Yes.
And the man is just like handicapped. You don't know what to do. You can't even do anything, because anything you do, when they come to your house, there's no question. The woman may even, it's okay, spicy. I know, it's so sad. It's hard. This one that went inside, we always go inside there to visit him. And each time we go there, he will be crying. He will be using his life to swear that if he had ever done, I said, no, stop doing that. God knows everything. And this woman in that house, he bought that house before she came from Nigeria. She is there balancing. Only God knows, maybe with other men.
Oh.
Nemesis. Whatever goes around comes around. We're
It's
going to wait and see what
terrible.
happens.
This is
So
horrible.
sad. So sad.
Recently, a man from Anambra, from my place, was making a video showing people that the wife has thrown him out, that look at his
See?
clothes. This is the only thing he's leaving the marriage. He has been married for over 20 years and he's out on the
Terrible.
street.
Yeah.
Doesn't
A
even know
lot of
where he will
men,
lay his head.
yeah, a lot of men are out on the street because women come here and they think that, oh yes, I love this society, I love what is happening here, and they're doing this nonsense and destroying themselves. So they're destroying themselves. It can only this is just material things. If one day something drastic will happen, and then by then it will be too late. So I don't know. In fact, this is the UK. In America, the ones I hear in America blows my mind. Where
Oh.
people, because they have this GUN in their hand all the time. It's all here. You don't have that one, so people don't have it in their house, so they can't shoot. But over there in America, it's just, you hear all these stories. I'm sure you will have some stories to tell about that one. But here is a case of just the cop comes to your house. As soon as the woman says anything, I've even had a case where, oh, women, why are we so terrible sometimes? This woman actually gave herself the injury and
Yes.
claimed that the man, and once the cop came and saw that, whatever the man is saying, nobody wants to hear. They just took him away.
Yes.
Men are living in the street. Men who own houses are living in streets, are walking around with just their briefcase. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but
Welcome, Nnemuzo. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, guys. I just had to close my camera for some time. I just can't stop. I don't know why I'm being so emotional right now. Nnemuzo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Guys, I appreciate every one of you here. Thank you so much. We're discussing on why marriages are breaking up abroad. And we're horrible things are happening. Women, we just have to. We have to. That we are abroad doesn't give us the right to do some of these things. It's heartbreaking. Continue speaking, Mommy Fechi, please.
Yeah, and then the other way around, being our men come over here and they forget that they are now abroad. That is no more a case of you coming back from work, there's food on the table, and you have to eat, and the wife just does everything. Because in this country, most of the time, the woman and the man works. So whoever comes back first can actually help out and do something in the house. But some of our men, because of the way they are raised up, they are raised up that they don't go to woman, they call it woman's pot to take food or soup. I have a particular man. Now that marriage is no longer, they're no longer married. But this man will never touch any food until the wife, even if the wife coming at midnight, he will wait. Because I don't want, but the food is not even in the pot, it's in the fridge. Just for those they use microwave. Use microwave and warm the soup and eat. No, the wife has to come back and to serve him the food. So they forget that we are now here, that you have to help out and do. So that one again is a big problem. That some women who are actually loyal and really want the marriage to work, this is what is causing their own problem. So the other side of women doing that to their husband, then this other side of men coming here and not realizing that they have to help out. You have to, the food is already there, warm it up and eat. And after eating, take your plate to the sink and wash it. It won't kill you to do that. So that one again is a major cause of problems in marriages here in diaspora. So we have been trying to tell men, this is now, you are now here, there's no maid. There's nobody to help your wife. Maybe by the time you know it's 2 children, 3 children, she'll be running around like headless chicken. And then you are there with your leg up watching the TV and expect her to run around as well, or run around you as well as the kids. So that one is a different story, it's a different issue on its own. Not apart from what we have talked about, what the women are doing. Sometimes the men are not helping. They need to know that we are now over here and that they need to do more to help and support their wives.
Thank you so much, Ma. We will still continue with you, Ma. Peculiar Beauty, welcome. Thank you so much. Nemuzo, welcome. Dalunwanyoma, thank you so much for joining. Oyoyo's World is here. Thank you so much, Wanyoma, for joining the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please kindly thumbs up. Pardon my emotion. Just sorry,
I know
guys.
it's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad.
Please, guys,
particularly
thumbs up and share out.
Someone you know or someone close to you, it's really.
Oh yeah, that person inside.
I
that
know.
Person inside.
That is why it came flooding back. I know.
Each time we go there, he'll be crying. We'll be crying with him because we know him very well, and we know that what he's being accused of is not. Today, even extent, the other one that he was accused, on top of him being inside. Oh, women! Some women are so wicked. On top of him being inside, when it was time for him after 4 years for him to come out, this lady knew that he would be coming out and then laid another thing against him. And this one is to do with touching children. So I don't even want to use that exact word. So she now brought that one. He now brought that one up.
She wants it there forever.
Exactly.
Yes. She wants it there for life.
Yes.
So that was the one that even killed him. And when I talk touching children, his own, not others, his own.
No.
So
he already premeditated these things. That when he comes out of this is what he's going to slam you with again.
She's just so wicked that I've never seen anything like this. So that was that one. We didn't even know that this guy would survive in there. We thought he was going to take his own life because he said that there's no way. He said, "What? How can I? How?" In fact, he was swearing with his own life that if he had ever done what this woman is accusing him, let him ever not come out of this place. But he's out now anyway. But his life, when they go in and come out, he spent 7.5 years. He came out 2 years ago, but just like nobody now. But just somewhere nothing. Everything is gone. Everything is gone.
Cannot be the same place. Where is he going to start from?
Where will he start from? This one was the breadwinner, big house here in London, everything just gone like that. And this woman is walking around happy. What kind of human being is that? This is all about what? Money.
Hello, Sissy. Please, I'm gonna ask, are they Nigerians?
Yes, Igbos.
They are.
Igbos.
The case study I used also is Igbos.
Oh.
The one I'm telling
them.
you is also Igbo. Let's listen to Inspire with Ella. Yeah, let's hear Inspire with Ella. Oyoyo's word. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
evening,
please let's hear from Inspire with Ella briefly. Welcome, Queen.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome. Good evening.
You see, this topic is something that should be more talked about, because this is something that is happening, not we just hearing it on TV, we see it even happen around us. So, like as Passion said, I happen to be
Thank you for this
fall into that
amazing super
category.
chat. I promise. Sorry. Thank you, GKH. I won't cry again. I promise. Thanks for the super chat. I'll get tissue with it. Thank you.
So, as Princess Beyond Passion said, I fall into that category that my husband brought me from Nigeria. So first of all, let me talk about, okay, what is the issue? What is the causes of this marriage in abroad not lasting? Number one is that, what is their purpose of even going to that marriage with that man? Most of them, there is no true love. There is no true love. True love is not even the foundation of them going to that marriage. And secondly is money, material things, what they are going to gain. Oh, if I give birth, oh, they already mastermind every plan before going to it. It's just money, material things. Then talking about women, when you bring a woman, now she's not exposed. Let me tell you, a woman cannot just be exposed overnight. She must have been listening to people. She must have been talking to people. And these people, there are people who have been here. And when you are
influence from friends.
yes,
Influence.
exactly. So she must have been listening to people. People will say, just they come here, just they her since your husband not they carry waka. They will start talking to her. They will start talking to her. From then it has entering. Men are going through a lot. Who is speaking for this men? You see what Mama Ife is saying, my heart was just breaking. A lot of men are going through a lot of abuse. If they talk, who's going to listen to them? When they talk, sometimes the society says, oh, it's normal because they are men. Do you know a lot of men who are going through verbal abuse from women? Men are going through a lot. And some men are even the causes, especially this in Italy. So men, they don't want to take responsibilities. Imagine a man that came, this one, two instant, just came here. You brought a woman that this is a woman that you have not seen. The family married her for you. You got her pregnant. The next you are sending her to Holland because you don't want to take care, you don't want to take responsibility. Immediately she go there, she saw friends, she made friends, and the marriage is cracked. In fact, the woman is not even picking the man number again. Another one happened. You brought a woman from Nigeria to this place. The next you got her pregnant, you take her to Germany. That is how a lot of them have. In fact, they just opened their eye like this. They just lost everything. Because she's going to meet people there. People are going to tell her a lot of things. She's going to listen. From there, a lot of marriage have crashed. So women be exposed. Yes, a lot of women have they have more rights, but a lot is misusing it. A lot have misused it, and a lot is still misusing those opportunities. There are some things that even the neighbor should not hear. There are some things even you don't need to, you just sort it out with your partner. But because they have told them, yeah, you not be Nigeria. When they just go see the number when you die, they will help you register the number for your phone. Any little thing you have called them, and when you talk, they don't want to know whether you are speaking lies or truth. They will pick the man up. Do you know what? A lot of ladies are regretting it right now. Yes, they will not tell you. A lot of them are regretting it. If they can change, everything, they are regretting it. They cannot even take care of even their kids. They find out that even the money, that because of that money now that made them to do that thing, is not even solving the problem. A lot of them are lonely. A lot of them are depressed. A lot of them are frustrated. So a lot is happening. I'm glad for this topic, and even all of us, we should also say it now. We need to create more awareness. Men are going through a lot. Meanwhile, some men are also caused of their downfall, of their marriage and everything. Thank you so much, guys. It's late here.
Thank you so much, Princess Beyond Passion, for this. And this is just the truth. It is the truth. Like, I don't know how these women sleep, believe me. I don't know how they sleep. but may God help us. I'm reading through the comments here, and honestly, may God help us. Welcome, Oyoyo's World. Thank you so much, Queen Wanyoma, for joining us. The floor is open for you. She's an amazing content creator. Please check this woman out. Check this woman out. Her contents are amazing. You'll be glad you did, please. She's an inspiration to me. Thank you so much, Oyoyo's World.
Thank you, host. Thank you, beautiful host. Thank you, Sisi Fechi. Thank you, Princess Beyond, the only princess in England. Some of you are smiling and laughing now because host was crying before and all of that. So everyone, thank you guys for your amazing contribution. This has been I've been listening to you guys before I jumped in, and if I tell you it does not affect us here, it does. But number one cause why they have this kind of issues going on is finance. And I don't know how I can stress it further, but money matter is the problem. And why do I say that? Most of the women we have here were brought by their husbands, okay? And the moment the man brings the wife here, the next thing is to register the lady to nursing school. And then he becomes...
Especially in UK and America. Especially in UK and America.
Because nurses are always needed all the time.
And then the next year, a baby is there. We might talk men are going through, women also go through.
Yeah.
The few people I know, the moment they put to bed, 1 week after, they are back to work. Why are they back to work?
I know one like that now, right now. We're
1 week after, the husband will say, don't worry, go to work, I will be the one taking care. So most of their kids are being raised by their fathers. Sisi Fechi was talking about registration at school. Here in the US, you have 3 numbers to provide. The mother, the father, the mother. They don't care the sequence it follows. It could be the father that is the number 1 contact person. It could be the mother. Then you have your emergency contact. You understand? In case they try to reach parents, they can't. The third party they can reach. So we don't have that order. It must be mothers, okay? But because our African men still have their African mentality, you understand? Most of them will stay netting your number. Do you understand? Not that the school mandated it that it must be mother first. We don't have that.
Okay.
Here they don't give room. There's no space, no column for that.
Here is mother.
Strictly mothers.
Yeah.
So another thing, like I said, finance. So these women, we go to school. The man has left whatever job he was doing. He became a house husband. The moment the lady started making money, she started assuming some authority in the home. And that's the genesis of their problem. And it's worse when a man is not understanding, in the sense that somebody toys for this money. You understand? So I should be mindful how I talk about or try to take control of the money. Men don't understand that part. So the woman will like, okay, now that I'm making money, I want to send money to my mother. The husband will say, no, you're not this month. So they want to take authority or control of how the money is spent. That becomes a problem. And again, if that becomes a problem, what is their way forward? Their way forward, you guys talked about listening to people, right? Listening to people. It takes a gullible mind to be deceived. That's the way I look at it. If your mind is brilliant enough to know that, no, I still have a say. I still have to make my own point. I still have to believe in what training my parents gave me. The first year I got here in the US, they threw a party to welcome me in my home. So I did all the cooking. It was just about a week I got here. So who do I know? I did all the cooking and all of that. Do you know a woman came up to me, looked at the sink where they have piled all the plates that I used to serve them. Then she looked at the glasses of wine they all drank and looked at me saying, "Ne, who is going to do all these dishes? Make sure you put your husband to work." That was
you see?
A woman.
You see?
That I should not.
Angry birds. That's what I call them. Angry birds. If you check her home, it has fallen apart. She's looking for somebody to initiate.
She told me,
Yes.
she told me,
What kind of nonsense?
I put my husband to work. It's not putting him to work that is the problem, but the way and the manner at which those
She
things
said it.
are said.
Hey,
Who is gonna do all this? Make sure you don't stand doing or put him to work. I said, what? So when before they
like
left,
he's your boy. Like
yeah,
he's your boy.
absolutely. Before they left, I called my husband and said, "Who is this woman?" She said, "Is this person's wife? Is this?" I said, "Okay." He asked me, "Why did I ask?" I said, "No, let our guest leave first. It's not a problem, because I wouldn't want a situation that he will go and confront the woman. You understand? I'm trying to still study the man I married. I met him in the US. I came here to do a master's program. That was how I met my husband, and then I got married. So I'm still trying to study him, and then somebody is trying to come and tell me how
hey.
things are done here. So I started thinking about, if I were that a gullible person, I would have said, okay, well, hey, Oga, come and start washing all these things. But because our men here, I will give them kudos. When I mean giving them kudos, they are good people. Why do I say they are good people? They don't wait for you to wash the dishes. They stand to wash the dishes. They stand to
Some of
sweep.
them.
They clean up with you. You understand? So
That
they
is some of
understand.
them.
You say what?
Some of
Some
them. Some
of
of them
them.
still have the
Some,
African mentality that they refuse
yes,
to.
they carried it over.
They don't want
They
to do
carried
any
it over.
DIY. They don't want to do any
Maybe
DIY.
those that my husband refers to them are the lottery visa lottery people. That's how my
No,
husband refers.
they no longer give lottery. I'm talking about
No,
men who just recently relocated a few years ago.
that they are also
They
part
still
of the
carry
visa
that
lottery people.
that odogu mentality.
Yeah.
Yes.
They still carry it
They're
over.
also the
Yeah.
group we call visa lottery people, because if you had come here as a student that
Hmm.
got a scholarship, or maybe your parents sent you to come and study,
You would do
and
all
you
these
went
things.
through the 4 years of study here, and you interact with Americans, you understand, you see that your mindset will completely change.
Yeah.
But most of those people that imported themselves quickly and want to like assume authority, it doesn't work here. When I mean it doesn't work, it doesn't work. The thing here is so difficult. My closest friend, she will give birth. Her husband is the one that raised her children up till the daughter started. The daughter turned 4. She said that, I'm old enough to give myself a bath now, because the woman was a constant night duty. You understand? So as she's coming in, the kids are already off for school. So most of them help. But the people we call visa lottery, they did not try to like acclimatize with the society they got into. That thing that they thought it was the lifestyle, most of them imported it here. But it's beginning to change. And I really haven't seen somebody who is accepting it must be that way. I haven't really met or heard about that one. Then again, some men are also problematic, I will say it. In the US, if you separate or divorce, if you divorce, actually, the law allows you to live in the same home. You understand? If you guys want to still maintain the same home. There's a particular man, I saw him in this event we had recently. This man was divorced from the wife and was getting another wife from Nigeria. And he was living in the same home with the wife and the children. He refused to move. Usually men will move because of the children. He said he's not going anywhere. So every time he will be making romantic calls with the one in Nigeria, the other
Yeah.
woman will just be
Hey.
some
So move.
intentionally
Torture,
doing it so that he can rub it on the woman intentionally. So at some
And
point,
that woman doesn't have telephone. She doesn't have a cell phone to also fake stage a romantic call,
you
or
she's
even
busy
invite a guy to
work
the house.
raising her children. Which one is her own? The man did this to the point that the woman got irritated or whatever. I don't know what happened. But because the man has studied the society very well, do you know what the man did? The man was just waiting for the woman to get trapped by law enforcement. So
Yeah.
what he did was, the woman got angry, picked up a kitchen knife, went outside the garage to slash the tires, the man's tires, to do something that would pain. The moment the woman picked the kitchen knife, the man called 911. Police in America, less than 10 minutes, you're in
They'll
your
come.
place. So the moment the police came, they saw the woman with a weapon. That was the end of story.
Hey,
So they didn't want to hear anything that happened. She was, yeah, my life is in danger. My life is. That was how they threw the woman out of the home.
he
You
actually
understand?
he was a deliberate
A
thing
deliberate
that
act.
yes.
And the
Some
man now
people, the
brought
kind
this
of
wife.
heart they have,
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
That man, see, the man brought a wife here. They went, did wedding. I did not attend, because I don't know. But me and my husband, we didn't go for the wedding. Today, that marriage is over. The second marriage. Now the
Oh,
man has
Ah,
married the third wife
Mm.
again. Third wife.
you will still do the same thing to the second wife
I
and
pity the
still do the same
unfortunate
thing to the
person.
third wife.
I'm telling you, but you know, I think they target a certain group of girls or maybe poor families that will think bringing you to America is the
It's a
visa lottery
favor.
that you have won. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's because if I were that young girl, I would have done some research about the man I want to marry before getting into marriage. If you ask the people in the village, they will tell you how he has married one from Nkwo's family, married another from Okeke's family. You are now the marriage number. The people will definitely tell you in the village, but we don't make those efforts. Once you hear America,
When she wants to travel to Obodo Igbo,
that's the
she's
thing.
not going to make any inquiries now.
So I saw them over the weekend. I was like, and to be honest with you, I had an encounter with this man in my office. He called in and was having issues. The manner he spoke, I told him, even if I wanted to, but unfortunately I can't be able to waive anything for you. You're going to pay the penalties, because he was like, I want to speak with the highest authority here. I said, I can
Can
get.
you imagine?
So when I had that encounter, that was the first job I had here. I was like, wow, is this what somebody's daughter is going through in their home? You know, I was like, this man is at the extreme. Okay, I talked about finances here. Do you know there is a man that tried to, threaten the wife with a divorce, and then felt like if once I say I want to divorce you, the woman will start shaking and then buckle up or sit up. So when he did that, they filed a suit, they served the woman that I'm planning for divorce and all of that. Then the woman happened to get an American attorney, you understand, who spoke with her extensively. You have actually nothing to lose. You still keep your home. He will continue to pay child support until the kids are 18. So the only thing you need to do is to get a permanent nanny. There are options like that. So they got to court. When they got to court, the husband was, sometimes it's not good to underrate anybody. Don't, because you don't know what that person's thinking capacity can do. When they got to got to the court, the man saw that she already has an attorney representing her. He was taken aback. Really? So he now said the other lawyer was, we are here to finalize on the divorce. Was the issue? Blah blah blah. This as well condition. These are this that. The man now said, Your Honor, can we adjourn? I need to talk to my wife. So the other lawyer said no. He started pleading that he's sorry. He's that. At the end of the day, they now said, okay, I gave you guys 2 weeks. Go talk about it. Come back. At the end of the day, they came back. The woman insisted I want a divorce. That 2 weeks gap they gave them was to talk, to seek for mediation and all of that. By the time they now
Yeah,
got back,
they
the man
normally do that.
he couldn't
Yes.
get back to the house. He had to spend the weekend in the hotel, the few days before, because he couldn't face his wife. He now started saying that, I'm sorry, I just wanted to shake you a little. Shake me a little, divorce.
Shit. Every time you threaten someone with a divorce, as if the marriage means nothing to you.
And
I will leave.
you guys know
I will leave.
the problem they have is money. And the money we are talking about here, this lady came to the US as a registered nurse. All she needed to do was to sit for the board, pass, and get certified. The man never paid dime for her tuition. Then you want to tell her when to give her people money and when not to give her money. And it's not that you're not a millionaire on your own. The man is very rich. But
A
he
control freak.
It's
wanted to
control, yes.
control the woman and her finances.
So, you know, some men can't stand independent women. They can't stand an independent woman. A lot of men can't stand a woman having her own money.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
It ties them down.
So a lot of things are going on here in the US. A lot of things. When I mean a lot of things, I've shared, I don't know if it was Sister Uju's live stream, I shared a story by a man that has never held a job here, and he should be in his maybe close to 60s, or if he's not in his 60s, he has never held a job. The wife is a nurse practitioner, so she's actually practicing like a medical doctor, kind of. The woman was doing that, raising those children, footing the bill, taking care of the home, and you still come on top and to be answering Mazi on her head and still be beating her on top.
Hey!
So people go through a lot, and they will still stay because of what their parents will think. If they come out, it's going to be a shame to the family in the village. So this particular woman stayed there until one of the children turned 18, and the man raised hand as usual towards the mother. He held the father's hand, said, "This is the last day. If you try it again, I will beat you to death in this house." That was the end of beating for the woman.
Okay.
So
you see?
the woman suffered for over 18 years.
Yes.
Exactly.
Over 18 years of basket. It took the child to reset the man's mind. And this is a man that has not held a job. So everything, and he's the one in charge of the money. When I mean in charge, the money goes into his hands.
How?
You say how? Some people are born that way. They are so submissive to, even with their lives. You know, when we talk about snatchy, some people are made that way. They don't want to do any other thing apart from that thing. Okay, it's my husband.
Imagine Osinachi and Peter abroad. No, just imagine two of them in US or UK. Just imagine this couple like this. Osinachi, this is Nigeria, where things are still manageable. Imagine these two with this mentality, both Osinachi's mindset and Peter's mindset. Imagine two of them abroad.
Is it the one who take gun and finish the work?
Exactly.
Hi.
You guys I guess you guys must have heard the story of, I brought you here, I sent you to school, and then by the time we finish, you drove me out of my own house. You said my family will not come, my mother will not come, my siblings will not come, but you brought your own mother here living with us. Yeah. That you have ruined my life, and the next thing, whoosh. And that it happens all the time.
It happens all the time. All the time. Like all the time. Because guns are licensed. You know, they are licensed. So you can just get yourself one.
Yeah. A man is still in prison here in my state because of that. And what he did was he went to the workplace and said, the woman I brought here, I sent her to school. Now she's working. She now has a boyfriend. She sent me a divorce paper, blah, 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 blah. If I can't have you, no man can have you. Whoosh. And the point is that when they are trying to commit that offense, they are not considering who is going to cater for the children we are leaving behind, because the children will be left for the state.
That is the thing. They don't think about the children. They don't.
Welcome. Sorry, guys. Let me welcome some persons, please. I'm not being rude here. Please, guys. I'm so sorry. Amaka Ekene, good to have you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Linda Nenye, welcome. Thank you so much. Cornelius Okudili, my one and only sweetheart, welcome. Tara J's blog, thank you so much. Welcome, Tara. Good to have you here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please pardon my rudeness. Please, I just don't want to cut the host speaking before now. Okay, welcome everyone. Please thumbs up, okay, and share out. Let's have more people here. You need grace. I see you, Queen. Welcome. Thank you, guys. I'm reading the chat. A lot of conversation is going on the chat. And seriously, if you look at the chat, you will see that things are happening. People have seen, they have heard, they have experienced a lot. Honestly, this is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I just feel like, man, I think it's about time. We need to still talk more. We need to talk more. We need to talk and hit the hammer harder on this topic on different channels. to send the message home. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Please, we are listening to you. Please, sorry for cutting
So
you
I
short.
don't know if every one of us, we just need to, keep talking about it, because
That's it.
I don't know how else
Yeah.
we can solve the problem. I went for this thing we did here, our cultural activities. We did that on Saturday. So I saw a lot of our families, you understand. I've seen people 30 years in marriage, 35, 40, 25, and they're
Mm-hmm.
still together. So people are still making it. You understand? Marriage is a beautiful thing. But when a man's mindset is totally different from what it should be, it affects the situation. And when a woman's mindset is totally different, it affects the situation. So imagine me coming in when I came into moved in to live with my husband. The first time you're seeing me, the only advice you gave me was I should put my man to work. Do
Hmm.
you understand? I couldn't discuss that with my husband because, like I said, I was still studying him. It took me 2 years to say, do you remember that woman? When eventually I got to know the woman very well, I still remember what this woman told me when I came. That my husband couldn't stop laughing. Says there is something he said in their dialect. "Ndị ọdịchi egbu," something similar to that. Also,
Is it Osechi?
Mm-hmm.
also Chiebu, kind of. Then again, there are some people that are not there to wish you well. When I got married, the next month, we had a convention for my husband's community. He introduced me to the group, to the whole of America convention, to the large group. Then when he did introduction, that was when he told them that this is the name I call my wife. Her name is Oyoyo. If you don't like what I call her, because when you get home, give your wife your own name. Okay? Do you know the eldest man in that community? Do you know the utterance that came out from his mouth? Will this one last? When she
Hmm.
gets settled now, she will go.
Hmm. Can you imagine?
That was the first, and the dialect, I was still trying to catch up with the dialect. I didn't even notice what he said. It was until after 2 years that my husband now interpreted what the man said to me. So when I met him in another convention 2 years after, I now said, "Oh, I'm still here."
Oh,
Exactly.
I love
oh.
you. I love you.
I'm still, and
I love you
he
for
was
that.
not a young man.
Remind me.
The
They
eldest.
can pay.
So people don't even wish you well because they think everybody is coming from the same purpose. I was so mad when I got the meaning of what he said. You understand? I said, but wait, though, this man married his own wife and he's still living with his own wife. Why is he thinking that someone came with some dubious behavior? Because of generalization, what women come into marriage for.
Mm.
He has generalized me in that group that once they get their papers, they will leave you and go.
Yeah.
And that's what people do here. People do that too. You will see there is this traditional marriage they held in my village. The girl happened to be my mother's goddaughter. So then I was still in Nigeria. So when she got married, she was marrying an American professor and all of that. So we were so happy. Hey, she's a very beautiful girl, but she wasn't finding husband in Nigeria, so she agreed. They went for traditional marriage. The girl was crying and telling my mother that she's having headache. My mother said, "You can't be having headache on your best day now, the day that's supposed to be the best day." So until the in-laws came, when they now came, the girl was busy crying seriously. My mother said, "What is making my daughter to cry like this?" My mother now saw the girl's husband. She said, "Now I understand why this girl is crying." She married a
Why?
very old man.
Ah.
Oh,
Very old man because she wants to go to America, right?
oh.
And then when she now got here, she realized that the man's first children are even closer to her age.
Oh.
Hmm.
So she tried to meet, to interact with them. The man said, "I don't want you to have anything to do with them. I just want us to focus. Let's work on our marriage." Yeah, I could not do that marriage, you. The 2 years into it, the moment she got her pay and everything complete, the woman filed for divorce and left the man.
No, of
You
course,
see?
that one is
Marrying
understandable.
for the oh dear.
Well, but you know that a lot of men also do the same thing to women here.
Yes.
You have seen different from Nigeria, from Ghana, from different areas. I have seen. people who get married and the man goes home, no, the woman goes home, they get married, bring them in here. Once the man gets into this place, phew, that's it. They japa, they will leave the
Mm.
woman and japa, find their own way and all that and all that. Oh.
James Gippy, welcome, James. Thank you so much for coming. Black Money Cups, thank you so much for joining the stream. Mommy Elsie Kitchen, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yesterday was Black Money Cups' birthday. I missed his stream. Please, let's just say happy birthday in the chat for
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday
What
to
was
he's
it up?
50. He just got climbed up there to 50. Happy birthday to you,
Wow.
Black Money. Wishing
Happy
you long
birthday
life,
to you.
more of God's blessing. Please, guys, help me wish him happy birthday in the comment section, please. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Please, as you're coming in, kindly thumbs up. Some people are holding my thumbs up. Now, you want chop am for weekend. Please dash it to me now. Welcome and share out if you can. We've been discussing about why marriages in diaspora fail, and we have wise women here who are sharing they're all based abroad, and they're sharing their experience, what they have seen with people they know, they've interacted with, the horrible things going on, and the reasons why these things are happening. We're going to be also, they will also give their solution or counsel or advice to anyone going through this. So I believe it's going to help each and every one of us directly or indirectly. So I welcome you all. Thank you so much. Oyoyo is the one speaking, right? No, Princess Beyond Passion. Oyoyo just finished speaking. So Princess Beyond Passion is speaking now. Welcome, Ma. Let's continue hearing from you, please. Thank you. Sorry
Oh,
for the distraction.
it's all right. I just added, Oyoyo was talking, and she was talking about the woman, what she did when she
Yeah.
eventually got her, 2 years after. And I had said that I have seen different cases of men doing that to women here, and cases where different from different countries, not just where I come from, but even
Yeah.
other African countries where um, they get married and the man, pretend. In fact, let me not go far. One of my colleagues went through it. You know, um, is she came home to do her. She has finished schooling here. She was born in America, finished schooling and everything, and then her parents wanted them to come home. And for the first time, she came home with her parents. And when they were leaving, she told her parents that she liked the country and that she would like to come back to the country to spend some time and all that. So after school, she came back to the country. As a matter of fact, she did her NYSC in Nigeria, because now she got a job now, and the government required her to serve the country before she started earning, which she did. So during the course of that, she met a man who pretended, oh, you are heaven and earth and all that, just because this guy knew that she was an American, right? Or she's American. So
Mm.
within that year and all that, everything was set for marriage. And I was one of the people who called this game. One day I just called her, I said, sit down. I called her into one of the offices. I said, look, maybe they've not told you what is going on in this place. This man that is like this, have you known each other? Have you been dating before? Have you? She said no. I said, so it's just this one that you, so just this one that you came, that everything is set like this, and she's on you like this, hot, 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 hot. I said, I don't want to spoil your mind or your relationship, but let me give you instances of people who have done this so that you can be careful and find out what is going on in this man's head, if there's a way to find out. She said to me, oh, no, 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 nothing. No, 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 he's all right. No, 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 no. No, he's not like that. No, 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 no. Okay, no wahala. I said, my own policy is if I know something, I'll tell you. If something is clear to me, I'll call you and tell you, oh, this is what I think. This is my opinion. I'd rather call you and tell you than for it to happen 1 year down the line and I'll say, oh, I sort of knew this was going to happen. I thought about telling you, but I did not tell you. So you will now ask me, so why didn't you tell me? So I would rather tell you so that when it happens, you will be the one saying, oh, Princess
told me.
That was what happened. They got married. She went back to America. After her NYSC, she went back. When she got in now, 2 months down the line, Boboti Japa. Bobodon Japa.
Okay.
Yeah. Because yes.
Wait, Princess, you say 2 months.
2 months. I don't know how he did it.
Did he receive his papers in 2 months?
Perhaps the guy did not.
Okay, maybe he came as a fiancé.
I said they
fiancé
were married.
visa. He used fiancé visa, maybe.
Yes.
Welcome, Herald of Mary. Herald of Mary, welcome. Thanks for the thumbs up. Mommy, SC50, no problem. I understand. Thank you so much.
So when
maybe it's fiancé visa.
Yes, they were married. They were properly married before they traveled. So later on, she came back. But she was already pregnant when he left her. So when she gave birth, she came back to Nigeria. And then she came to see us. And I was like, oh, how is your husband? She said, oh, you didn't hear. I said, didn't hear what? She then told me the story. I said, as I was going to talk to her, she said, no, I shouldn't tell her that she already knows what I am going to tell her, that she remembers vividly when I called her.
And I know.
Across the table, because I sat her across the table. She said she remembers vividly when I called her, I sat her across the table and I was talking to her. I was trying to tell her some things that she did not know it was going to turn out like that. I said, but you wouldn't know now because they won't knock on the door. I'm coming to do you something. They will not tell you.
No notice.
No notice. They will not tell you this is what I'm coming to do, or I'm coming to harm you, or I'm coming. They won't knock. They won't tell you. But which is why I always say that you know what you are thinking of. You don't know what the next person is thinking. You don't know the mind of the other person. You don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was what happened. So this one, I don't need to go far to other people that I know. This was what happened to somebody.
It's really close.
Yes. So
like Black Money Cups. Yeah, you were not here when we talked about the cultural difference. As one of the challenges most people encounter the moment they just leave. Because they have different culture, they come in and then begin to see things that were never available to them back home. Boom. Then the next thing is they just embrace this foreign culture and way of life. So before okay, welcome guys, welcome. Thank you so much. Please, ma, now the question is this: what is the way out? How do you think these things can be handled? How do we handle it? How do we solve it? How do we even help as many homes as possible that we can, especially young marriages, overcome these things? What are the ways? What are the solutions, please?
Okay, let me go.
Mommy
Please,
okay, Oyoyo's word. Okay,
I can be excused. What I will say here for our brothers going home to bring wives and then putting them in nursing school or whatever. If you want to put your wife through school, as you're enrolling her, enroll yourself, better yourself, so that both of you can be making good money at the end of the day. this reliance on I sent her to school, now her money is my money, should be out of the equation. It can't work in this part of the world. And then secondly, it might sound funny or whatever, but I'm gonna say it here. Our young folks should start marrying within. We have a lot of young people in our community here. Don't go and tell me you're bringing someone here, because that person's intention of marrying you is entirely different from what your intention is about marriage. You can find young girls.
But wait, let me point out something before you finish this particular one. A lot of women abroad came here on their own or to also hustle. So when a guy approaches them, many of them turn them down because they believe the man is either coming, maybe a woman who went to nursing school, she will have this mentality or this mindset also that the man is coming after her money. We have seen that.
That's where I'm saying marrying within the community. Why do I say that? Okay. There are some families, they're already 30-something years in marriage. So that means their kids are already in their 30s. Okay. If they marry their own within their community, people they live in the same country or state with, everybody, they all have jobs. The moment you're coming from high school, you understand, if you don't want to further your education, you get a job. Then those that went to, further education and all of that, they have jobs. So you can't tell me that you can't find someone you can love. I'm going to use my sister-in-law, for example. Her son turned 32 this October. The daughter is about 27. So the people that went to school with the son, 32, from other families, they can marry the ones that are younger. You understand? In that sense, you're not going to file papers for anybody, the person coming to trick you because I want papers. That's what I want. And again, in respect to what you just said, I have an extended sister-in-law, kind of. She first got married, filed paper because her father filed for her, so they moved here. She now stayed here, got married to someone in Nigeria, filed papers for the person. The person never appreciated this young lady. And then eventually, the moment she realized the marriage is not going, 2 kids are already out of the marriage. You understand? The woman is here living in the US, taking care of the children, footing the bill, sending money elsewhere to the husband in Nigeria. Then at some point, the father said, for how long are you going to do this? And the man disregards you, doesn't take you or treat you like a human being. You're sending money, he's busy using your money with other women and all of that. So when it got to her head that she had had enough, she filed for a divorce. Okay. When she filed for a divorce, she couldn't stop the green card process because it's already in the pipeline. The guy surprised her, landed in the US without even telling her, hey, I'm on the plane, no, I am coming. So that was how he got in here. Now she's single, right? After the whole divorce, she's single. She's looking for someone else. So our advice is that do not bother with anybody you're meeting online through Facebook. Look within. You can find a colleague in the workplace. You can find somebody in the community. When you meet another nurse, for example, you guys can marry. Nobody's looking after each other's money. You find someone within the community. The only people that will say he's coming to marry me because of my money is because the man is not financially equipped. If the man has a serious job, the woman will not be talking about how much she's making. That's why the man is coming. So as the man, woman is advancing herself. The man should advance himself so that they will meet at a point. I don't believe in, hey, I have it or I can go and buy a man. No, that's the wrong mentality for people to have. Find love within your community, within your space, within your state, your country. You understand? And then you kind of take care of the other part of it. Because there is hunger in the land. If I tell you now, say, there is a single girl here, I beg, if you have a brother in Nigeria, I will tell you that the brothers that will lined up with more than 50. Because everybody wants to jump.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody wants to leave.
Yeah, they want to leave. So that's the thing. If you marry within, do you know we have a lot of young girls here that we don't have husbands for them? Our own young children.
That a lot time they are behind. So where are the men?
That's the thing.
Where are the men? Where are the men? Our own young boys are now going to marry the Oyibos. So
our girls are getting to 30 years, no husband, 29, 30,
Oh, yo, wait, did you say
Yeah.
30? Oh, yo, husband now.
No, I'm not
Wait,
talking
now,
about
how can
those
you
that
say
came.
30?
I'm talking about
Can you
children.
mention from 40 above? 40
No.
above.
We don't have that age here. I'm talking about within my community. I have people 30.
Okay.
I have a wedding this October. She's already in her 30s. Is Oyibo, she's married because she couldn't find a husband. And there are a lot of them. So if our children, we should start telling our children, look among the community. There must be a beautiful girl you find. Stop looking elsewhere. It will help. We have a lot of young girls. One met me in the summer. Said auntie that she really, really will want to marry in Nigeria. That she's 29. No, Igbo people, you don't tell them. It doesn't take them anything to tell you how old they are. She said she's 29. That she can't find a good Nigerian man. Good Nigerian man to marry. I say, what do you mean? That the next thing,
responsible one. It's not as if she can't find, but responsible guys.
yeah, that's why
How many of them?
Use the word
How
good.
many?
Good Nigerian man to marry. That the next thing, if she sees Oyibo, she will just marry him. That she's already 29. So you can understand what I'm talking about. And then the mother might be making an arrangement with one medical doctor in Nigeria that will come here so that they will marry it doesn't work out for most people. So those are my 2 points. I think we can help to stop the problem going forward.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Oyoyo. Thank you. I know you're busy. God bless you for this. Guys, please, if you know anyone going through this, please, this advice is going to help. I mean, let's also begin to look inward. You going out there, sometimes all these selfish reasons are the reasons why marriages are falling apart. People are no longer honest. People are no longer honest. You want to marry somebody, but you are looking at what you gain. What is your input? Go to Nigeria and medical students are, in fact, their shakara is raised to power 10 because the way guys abroad come back and then they will request for medical students. Is she a nurse? I need a nurse. They don't care whether the lady has good character. They don't care if they even match. They don't care if they have the same mentality or the same mindset. All they want to know is she a nurse so that they can take her abroad and begin to use her as a money-making machine and milk her. So you expect her to get there and stay as a wife. But once she gets there, guess what she wants? Yeah, Japa immediately. Thank you so much, Oyoyo.
In fact, as a matter of fact, this last point that Oyoyo raised, I have started canvassing for this point because I noticed it's been happening a long time ago when I was still back home. The people in Lagos will leave Lagos and go to the village to marry wife and bring to Lagos. When the village girl who is not acquainted with the life of the city life now gets to the city. That was why I started with culture class, a clash of culture. When that one gets to the city now, she will begin to open eyes because she will make friends now and people will start talking to her. Look at that Oyoyo's example. Suppose she was gullible. The very first advice that she got, do you know that if it was some women, they would just swallow that advice?
Of course.
And start implementing immediately.
Of course.
So some people just do that. So I used to tell them back home, I say, look, you guys, all my friends, I used to tease them. So are you going to be one of those people who lives in Lagos? You see all the Lagos babes. You say the Lagos babes are materialistic. Is there any human being in this world that is not materialistic? It is poverty that is doing you. Poverty mentality. It's poverty mentality that is doing them. Most of them is money.
Yes.
Poverty mentality. Because if it's not poverty mentality, what will make you say, okay, it's not as if you're not admiring the city babes. You leave the city babes, you go back to the village, there's someone that you don't know. You subcontract the thing of marriage to your parents or to your siblings or to people in the village to find you a girl.
Yes.
You go there, you get married to the girl. You now come here and you begin to, it's the same thing. Take them to Lagos and begin to retrain them. Then there's a
Mm.
clash. The same thing from here, you go back home and import a wife. You import a wife into a foreign culture, a culture that you are already part of. You see all the babes who are here, who are part of the culture. You say, no, these ones, they don't wise well, they don't open eyes, they don't tear
Eh.
back. No,
They
these ones,
don't
they
tear
know the law.
eyes.
These ones, they know the law. Oh, these ones, they do this, this one. You then bring the imported one. When you then bring the imported one now realizes, oh, so the laws are in my hands. I can use the law anyhow. They now begin to
She
treat
misuses it.
exactly. You start crying that, oh, look at what the woman has done, or look at what the man has done. I keep saying it. There's nothing like, it's the same thing that is happening in churches. It's the same thing
Yeah.
that is happening, you leave your denomination, you go to another place, you import a babe into your own church, and then she now begins to learn the doctrines of your church. And then maybe by the time she learns one or two things, it begins to clash. People begin to say, oh no, she's not part of us, oh she's doing this, or she's doing that, or she's doing... But you left all the women. You want to tell me that there's no single girl inside that church
No,
who has
no,
been
you
listening?
you went to Catholic church. Catholic church girls are very homely. They are very. You
Meanwhile,
bring them
the
to
person that
Pentecostal.
has been listening to the same teachings that you are listening to, the same doctrines, instead of you to look around, look within you, see, you know why I'm saying this thing? Because I used to have, we were four like that, four friends, and two of them, we were two girls, two boys when we were growing up. When the guys came of age, they wanted wives. They were busy going all over the place. We were even pointing out babes to them, and they were everywhere. Oh,
When they have women they know that they
no,
grew up with.
no, they don't want us. You know? So they have gone. So this other guy now was almost frustrated until there was one night vigil we went for one night. By the time we came back home the following morning, he says, what? Hey, wetin I dey find go Sokoto, e dey for my Sokoto.
Then my
I,
Sokoto. You
I
now
can't
remember?
I can't forget that expression. I cannot forget that expression. I said, oh boy, come, wetin dey do you? He said he has been looking for a wife. Meanwhile, if I almost mentioned her name.
Tell me that's your husband now. Tell me that's your husband
It's
now.
not me. No, it's not me. He said,
Okay.
meanwhile, he mentioned my friend's name. Ah, I almost mentioned her name. If I mention her name, some people might because now they are pastors, both of them. They are married now. They've been married for decades,
Wow.
and they are pastors.
Wow.
They are pastors in America right now. Two
Wow.
of them, and she was a virgin. That was one of the disqualification. Yes, that was one of the disqualification. They don't want virgins. They want people who don't hear. Eventually, he married her. They are still together till date. So that's why I'm saying sometimes you're all over the place. We're in the same church, we're in the same department, we used to do everything, church workers, everything under the tutelage of the same pastor, everything together. Meanwhile, you're busy looking for a wife. You did not check out the babe that have been with you for tens of years.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I'm coming from. This is why I usually tell people, before you go out, look within.
Yeah.
It will solve some problems. It will solve some challenges. When you look
Yeah.
within, this is somebody you already know. This is somebody who has about the same mentality, the same culture, the same, not the same background, because but the same, the people in
The same
diaspora,
exposure.
it's the same
Yeah, the
exposure.
same diaspora exposure and
Yes,
experience.
you know the law. Okay, fine. You know all the laws. You know all the, you know how to talk to. And there are cases cases I'm handling right now that who went home to get married. They come back. They have one or two children, and they are everybody has gone their way, and they are fighting for custody. And I'm saying, you were born here, right? Yes, you were born here. How come you wanted to get married? You now traveled home one time to go and inform people at home that you want to get married. They should start searching for wife for you.
Yeah.
You were born here, oh. You were born here. So how do you expect that marriage to work? No, tell me, how do you want it to work? Where are you going to start from? So that is one of the problems. That's one of the problems. So, and you know how they get this mentality is from back. That's the mentality of our fathers, forefathers, grandfathers, that mentality that,
A domesticated wife. They need a domesticated wife.
Yes.
A woman who can wash,
You can
cook,
do this.
serve you,
Who
kneel
you can
down,
control.
call you daddy, put
A
sir,
woman that you can control. That is the word they use.
yeah, submissive
That.
wife. They don't have them in America and UK. Now, do they have submissive wives in America and UK? No, nah. They only have them back home.
Yes.
They don't. Only back home. Why would they not go and import a submissive wife from home?
It's a major thing. That is a major. So until they begin to change that mentality,
Yeah.
they begin to understand that, oh, okay, this one understands the law at least. Let's try. Begin to remove that mentality of, hey, city girls are too materialistic. Hey, London babes, I don't tear eye. We don't want to now. I beg. Yeah, these are the expressions they give me. These are the things they tell. No. London babe. No. Hey,
This is crazy.
That's the
Welcome, Thunder Scorpion. Thank you so much. GT Beck one, welcome. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to thumbs up and share. We are about rounding up. We're about rounding up. This is Princess Beyond Passion speaking, and Mommy Fechi. We have spoken a lot. They have said a lot extensively on this, and this topic can never be exhausted. That's the truth. It can never be exhausted. We'll keep talking about it and see how we can help, even if it's one person, two person that is saved. I mean, two homes that is saved. We thank God that mission has been accomplished. Maybe that is the reason or the purpose for this. But we have heard and we have learned a lot. People with their experience, people with, they have seen things. They have seen things. It is bad. It's terrible. Marriage is becoming too watery. Divorce is like going to the market now. And we're looking at solutions right now. And from what Princess Beyond Passion has been saying, this is one good solution. Stop going out. Why don't you look within your circle, within your community? That person you think the eyes is very wide may make a better wife than that one you think is bowing down or will bow down to you and pound down for you even late into the night. It may shock you when she comes to join you abroad. So guys, this is really something serious. Look into it. Mommy Fechi, let's hear from you. What is your final say on this? Like your solutions. What's the way out? How do we go about this? What do you advise people to do in order to salvage as many marriages as we can today?
Yeah, I think the first thing really is to start thinking of do people actually understand what they are coming into? There's a comment there from Tara earlier on saying that marriages is no more relationship, it's a situationship. And that's exactly what it is, situationship. It's no more relationship. If people actually understand what they're coming into, but because they just want to get out, they want to come abroad, that's why they're getting into all this marriage. So that's the first thing. How all this will be resolved is for people to fully understand why they are actually getting married. Is it because you want to come abroad? I've seen people who married people from Nigeria and they come here and it's worked for them.
Yeah.
I've seen people that have done that, but obviously the other way around is more. It depends on upbringing. For example, what Oyoyo said, if she was one of those ones and that lady said that to her, she would be like, oh, really? And I'm here, standing here to watch all this. Let me go and tell him now, and then there'll be problem. Yes. So there are still good ones. But the thing is, people need to redefine what they are actually wanting. Is it marriage that they want, or is it just to come over? And then if I come over, then we can just divorce and we'll move on. So the way out is really, again, what Princess said, looking within you than just going out for somebody you have not met before. Like that person she said was crying because an old man. That means that she never even saw the person before. You never even saw a picture or whatever, and then she just agreed to go abroad and marry because he's traveling abroad. So I think the solution is just for people to understand the meaning of marriage. It's not just a case of I want to leave Africa, Nigeria, or wherever they're coming from to go to America or to go to UK or other European countries, because it just does not work. You come there, either you are the one suffering or the man is the one suffering, or both. And then you live miserable lives for the rest of your lives. What's the point? There's no marriage there. And then most of the time, this will happen, and then the children, a child or two, will be on the way, and you're entangled in this with the children as well, messing up their heads and minds, and everybody is in just a big mess. So the solution, I think, is for people to understand fully what marriage is all about. It's not all about coming to UK, abroad. There are people in Nigeria who are making it better than people who are abroad. So we don't have to, because of we want to come out, get into any kind of nonsense in the name of marriage. And the men who are going to Nigeria are saying, I want a nurse. That means that to start with, they don't even know what meaning of marriage is.
It's not marriage.
It's not even marriage.
They are looking for.
He needs a machine.
Financial partner.
Yeah. Yes, that's not even marriage to start with. Once they start saying, oh, look for a wife for me, a nurse or a doctor, that's not even marriage. Anyway, so that's even where to start. And what can we do apart from keep talking? Nothing. I don't see there's any. It's a case of talking about it all the time. If people will hear, but sometimes with the situation, especially with the situation in Nigeria now, nobody even wants to hear what we are saying. They're saying that if you find anyone for me now, I'm going. Let's go there and see what happens. And that's why there's all these problems. And as Oyoyo was saying, I also know quite some cousins in America, ladies who are in their very late 20s and going into their 30s, who are not married because people just don't want to marry them. They rather go to Nigeria and get a wife. Well, it's not even a wife. I won't call that a wife. But what they get from is not a wife. It's a business partner, really. Making money.
Like Princess Beyond Passion said, it's a business financial partner.
Yeah, financial partner, exactly. And just to come and make money, and they don't even see each other. That person will be going on night duty. They come back and sleep. The next person will do it. There's not even any marriage there. There's no relationship because that's not their issue. The issue for that marriage, the reason for that marriage is not for them to get that person. It's not for marriage, but it's just for them to make money, material thing. These are commercial wives or commercial relationships, not even a. So that I think that's the solution is just for people to rethink actually what do they really want. Yeah.
And I want to also add that couples abroad should try as much as they can to balance their time. You see, this work that is drowning both husband and wife is not helping marriages abroad as well.
No.
Because the payment is made per hour, depending on how long the hour you work. If you work 5 hours, you get paid for 5 hours. If you work 20 hours, you get paid for 20 hours. You can shuffle between three jobs in one day. You finish from this, you jump into the next one. You finish from that one, you jump into another one late into the night. Because back home it is not done that way. You are paid salary, like monthly. So, but here abroad, because payment is made per hour, like it's your bill accumulates per, you receive your money per hour. So couples now want to work and work and work even late into the night. They take up jobs upon jobs. They don't even care to create time for one another anymore. The wife works and then maybe does double shift. The husband will do 3. Where is even the time to bond as a couple?
No.
Where is
Let
even
me
the
tell
time
you the
to
one
That's
that
talk?
not.
is worse.
Yeah, they're
Let
not
me tell you the
interested
one
in
that
that.
is worse.
Yeah.
The worst one is
Yeah,
couples
it's just
who do
money.
living. You understand what that is? Lady Faith, you
Yeah,
understand?
Mm.
Living
yeah,
support.
Yeah.
You leave your
yes.
home, go and live somewhere,
Yeah.
do your work, then you
Yeah.
come back. Maybe at the week that you are home, your husband is doing
Another,
his own.
yes, I know people
Another
like
one.
that who goes somewhere to stay for a year. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of well, that's not marriage. There's
No,
some
but
form
by the
of
time
marriage
you
there.
come back, there is so much stress. You don't even have time to talk or sort
No
out your
life.
issues.
There's no
Problems
life.
accumulate
No.
until it gets to a point where one person can't take it anymore and then she explodes or he explodes. So creating time abroad as well. Even when some people get leave, they don't utilize their leave. Even when they
They use
have
it to
time,
work. They
they use
work.
it to work.
They pick up
You
shifts.
can't take your
Shift,
children
yes,
out.
extra.
You can't take your wife out. You can't travel to even a nearby state or city.
Goodness.
So sad.
You use this to work. You
Yeah,
exhaust yourself. Look,
yeah,
marriage is just like a fire. When you build this campfire, the fire is burning. It's burning and burning, and then with time, it begins to decrease. The heat begins to go down. The flame begins to go down. If you don't throw in more logs, what do you expect? It will burn out.
yeah, exactly.
If you
I
don't
have,
even farm it, it will
yeah,
go cold.
One day
of
you
course.
just wake up, you discover that you're living with a stranger. Or a
Stranger.
That is
roommate.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
That is it.
I
You're
know,
living with a
and
total
that's
stranger. There is nothing there.
yeah.
Ah, my
I know
goodness.
somebody very, very well who the same situation, husband married her, brought her over because he's a nurse, and she works every hour on earth. She does, and then they were building house in Nigeria. They completed that house. It was.
Oh,
She said to me, you need to see our house. If you climb up, you see the penthouse. You
the
see
house
Onisha
you
from
are
I
there.
never going to
understand
live
it.
in for the
I
next
can't
10 years.
understand it.
Hold
This
on
is
now.
the problem. I don't understand this
Ah,
Let me tell you
mentality.
what happened with this situation. Is so sad.
Oh,
This one is so sad,
I
and this
can't
is
understand
somebody
it.
very, very close to us. So they now went to Nigeria to open that house. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did to the husband. Wasn't the one walking, it was the woman. In fact, her knees now she can't even walk properly because her knees are so worn out because she was walking all the time to build her house. So they went to open the house, and then when they came back, we all went home actually that December, but we didn't go for that house opening. We had another event. Anyway, so when we now came back in the January of that year, there's the man said to us that since they came back, he hasn't been feeling well. And we thought it's malaria or something. From that, malaria went on and on for about within 3 weeks, he was dead. He was gone.
Oh,
He was gone. And this woman who worked this hard to build that house with her knees, she can't walk upstairs now. They have no, apart from taking that man home for the funeral, till as we speak
this is
now,
something,
as we
Mommy
speak,
Fechi, you
yeah,
see this problem. We
yeah,
will discuss this either you make you create an LS or Princess Beyond Passion, or I will. This
Yeah.
is one major thing we need to discuss about.
Yes.
Accumulating wealth that you don't end up
Yes.
enjoying. You
So
are abroad
he was,
working day and
oh,
night,
this
tooth
one
and
is so
nail,
sad.
to build houses, mansions you can't even live in. Oh
So
God!
his body
Building castle in the
was taken home. His body was taken home. He lay there for about 30 minutes and they went and as we speak, this woman have not been back again. And the husband's brothers have taken everything. And
Hey,
every
Oh,
time she still, this happened a few years ago, but every time she's still crying. Why is she crying? Because she never had that time with her husband. He was
oh,
busy working and building that house. So this is just one. This is just one because I know this one very well.
one.
There's many like
I
that.
know a
I
lot.
know a lot.
Houses,
Yeah.
houses
I know
that
a
are
lot.
wasting away. You
Yes.
buy big
And,
cars
and,
you can't
and
drive. You build
where they
mansions.
live in
By the
abroad,
time you
where
return,
they live,
termites are eating the roofs already.
yes, where they
And you
live
are
in
abroad
abroad
toiling day and night.
is, yes, where they live in abroad is nothing to write home about. You come to where they live in London, you are like, what is this? But meanwhile, they are building mansions and the village.
Yeah.
What kind of false life is that?
Ah.
What kind of
My
false
God.
life is that?
Till
I don't
date, I
Oh
understand.
God.
still talk about.
So
I
that one
don't
is
get
a
it.
big problem.
I
It's
don't
a
get
big problem.
Couples don't have time. No time. No time. They are working. During holiday, they are working. During leave, they are working. They are working double shift. They are working multiple jobs. No time at all for the family. Why? Because the family, no, there's no value for family anymore. No value for marriage anymore.
Look,
Asị gị
while we are
abịara ịchụ ego, ka anyị bịara
talking
ịchụ.
about this thing, wait, let me
So the
give you.
Scorpion, are you asking me? Is that question for me? Asking where are you from? Is he asking me, Thunder
No,
Scorpion?
maybe it's somebody in the chat. Maybe he's asking
Okay.
somebody in the chat.
Okay, okay.
While we're at this, let me give you one instance, one case. A couple,
Please speak up. I'm listening. I just want to light my candle quickly. I'm listening.
Couple.
Just 1 minute. Speak on.
No
I'm listening.
All right. This couple, they are working. I mean, educated, everything here. Lady Fetch, where we are,
Yeah.
you know. Then the wife started building at home without the husband's knowledge.
Hey.
Oh God.
She built all the things.
What kind of marriage is that?
She built a mansion there.
Hey.
So while they were doing fittings, you know, finishing touches, one day the contractor at home called, used the home line to call. The husband was at home, she was not at home. The husband picked up, and then he said, oh, he wants to talk to madam. He said, hey, talk to me now, madam no dey house. What is it? He said, oh, it's because of the door that he's trying to fit. Should he fit this one or should he fit the other one? He said, oh, okay, describe the two doors. Now I'll be able to give you which one to fit. So he went on describe. He said, what's the roof? The man now started pretending as if he knew about and started asking questions. This was how he got to find out the level of the development of that property.
What kind of marriage is that?
I said this is a different topic. We're going to dig deeper into this particular one.
As we speak, they are still living here, but they are no more marriage. They are living
No. There's none in the first place. There's none.
The thing that you built at the edifice you left at home, who is living in that place? What are you doing with it? That's the question.
Men, please wake up and create time for your family. That work you are doing non-stop, you're working non-stop. When are you returning home to go live in those mansions? You're building double decker, you're building 3, 4, 5, 10-story buildings. When you clock 60, will you be able to climb up those buildings anymore? Can you still climb up after wasting so much money there?
What is the
house that will be
guarantee?
empty?
What
Your
is the
children
guarantee
will not
that
even
you get
come
to
back.
that age?
They don't even go back.
Even
That's
the
the thing. The
children,
children will not go there.
you know
I
the
don't
funny thing?
understand.
Children don't,
The
by the time the
children, they
children
are
grow,
raised in here. We never go back home to go live in those houses.
No. No.
Deprive yourself. Deprive yourself.
Anyway,
by the time the
Oh,
children
I have
grow,
to go off now.
that house is
Sister.
already
yeah,
out
let's
of
leave this
fashion.
here. In fact, we're going to be rounding up here, please, because
Yeah.
if we go into this other one, we will not
Ah,
finish today.
that one, there's a
That
lot
one,
of examples
there
for that
are
one. Yeah.
plenty
That will be
examples.
another time.
Let's leave it on another time, guys. So thank you very much, Mommy Fechi. You have been so amazing. God bless you, ma. I don't know. In fact, guys, if you don't have this woman, what are you waiting for? Please grab her. She's full of wisdom. She's experienced. You can never go wrong with her advice. Please. And also, Princess Beyond Passion. Thank you so much. You are a wise woman, and I admire you. God bless the day our paths crossed on Whitey Street. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, host.
Yes.
You are also, I don't know, for a young
You're a
lady,
wise woman.
honestly, sometimes I look at her, I'm like, where?
Every time I see her
What?
video, I say, ah, I say
Honestly.
she is
So
a wise woman.
Cornelius is here,
She's
the
a wise
husband.
woman.
You've got a very wise woman there. So I'm
wise
sure
I'm
you're looking
humble.
after her. I don't have to tell you to look after her
I'm
anyway.
humble.
So
I'm humble. I'm learning from wise women. When I have wise mothers on Whitey Street, I have wise women on Whitey Street. I mean, I should be able to learn a little.
ah,
So
no, you know
thank
a
you
lot.
so
We
much.
thank God.
That's the
Yeah.
essence of this LSC
Yes.
that we do, and the discussions and
Yes.
all these things that we do, so that we learn.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
essence.
Yes,
Okay,
we
then.
learn
Good
on
night,
it.
everyone.
Thank you.
All
Good
right,
night,
good
ma. Greetings to Daddy.
Okay.
Good night. Good night.
night.
Have
I
an
will.
amazing
Thank you.
weekend. So I'll be wrapping up now.
Okay,
Yes,
you
thank you
too.
so much.
Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye,
Yeah,
Thank you for
bye.
Princess.
having
Bye.
us.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Ah, God bless you.
Very Pechi, bye. Thank
Bye.
you so much.
So, guys, wrapping up now, please. Like before they left, we're talking about timing. Create time for your loved ones. Life is not all about work, work, work. What if you break down? Who is going to take care of you? If you don't give attention to your spouse, you don't create time for your family. When the chips are down, who is going to be there for you? Like I keep saying, marriage is like a bank account. If you don't deposit, the days of withdrawal will come. What are you going to withdraw? If you don't deposit anything, you don't have anything to withdraw. So use the time of your youth when you still have energy, when you still have that vibrancy in you to create that foundation, to build that solid foundation. Marriages abroad are breaking down, and it is because some of them are our own fault. Out of negligence, we have so watered down marriage with the threats of divorce because of so much rights abroad. No respect, no regard, no regard, and then no time. We'll continue this next week again because we can't exhaust this, believe me. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat. I really appreciate you. You all have been so amazing. I don't know how to thank you. Mommy AC, thank you so much. Yes, please grab them, okay? Grab them and you will never regret it, okay? Thunder Scorpion, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. God bless you. Cornelius, everyone, thank you so much. Mommy AC, thank you so much. Nemuzo, you've been so amazing. Your support gives me joy on this street. You encourage me so much, Nemuzo. If you are here listening to me, this is me saying thank you so much, Nemuzo. I don't know you, don't know me, but the love you show to me on this street is just amazing. I don't know how to thank you. You're not a content creator, but you come every day to support me. God bless you mightily. Thank you, GKH Foundation, my new friend and my new subscriber. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and your encouragement. You told me what you said to me. I had to put it up because it means a lot to me. It means that encouraging word means so much to me. Black Money Cups, thank you so much. Eunice Grace, I appreciate you. Thunder Scorpion, you've been so amazing. GT Beck, thank you so much. How many will I even mention? You all have been so amazing. Herald of Mary, thank you so much. KTV, God bless you, each and every one of you. Thank you. Have an amazing weekend. Amaka Ekene. Amaka, okay. Yeah, Ekene, thank you so much. God bless you all. Have an amazing weekend, okay? And enjoy this weekend. Make it count. Create time. Create time to be with your loved ones. Create time to be with your children. Create time to be with your wife. It helps. Okay? Please, bye everyone. Bye. I love you all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Have a good night. Have an amazing weekend. Bye everyone. Bye. Thank you. Yeah. Sarah's blog, thank you. Linda Nenye, thank you. Mental health awareness.
The money is not any time when I call me up, say I need you. Yeah, I need you. Yeah.
Cornelius, you're dancing.
You know that I need you. Yes, I need you. Yeah. My baby, my baby, my baby. It's only
Mommy Essie, thank you.
It's like the end of the day. Only this ready in the morning. Go, child. You know it's only you that I want. It's like the end of the day. Only this ready in the morning. Go,
Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
Let's go. I wanna see your face. I know people. I wanna see your face.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wanna see ya. See ya. I wanna see ya. See ya. It's like the end of the day. Wanna kiss you early in the morning.
Okay.
Go, child. You know it's only you that I want.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is for you, Nemuzo. Woo! Good night. Good night, everyone. Nemuzo, safe trip, okay? Safe flight. Have an amazing weekend. Dalurine. Mommy Essie, good night. Have an amazing weekend. Cornelius, come back home. Okay, guys. Bye, everyone. Yeah, sometimes this hangs and I cannot see the end button. It keeps hanging. Bye. Thank you so much. Good night.